12 now. This morning, your news now.
Welcome back. Well, we are talking everything about Bundt cakes this morning and what you can do with Bundt cakes. And joining us now is Miss Mary Rosemary Palmer. Make sure I got the name right. And then can you tell us more about what we're doing here today with the Bundt cakes? And I know that you have different liquors in them. And
right,
it's all
some
decorated,
different flavors.
So pretty.
The good thing about Bundt cakes, it's great to have some Bundt cake recipes in your recipe arsenal, as I would say. That most Bundt cakes are fewer ingredients, and then you don't have to worry about all the frostings like the buttercream, cream cheese, 7-minute, all of that. And it basically starts out with your Bundt pan. And the thing is, if you just want to make a cake pretty, you can always just put a regular cake mix in here. And now the cakes I have here, I've got two. This one is a chocolate Guinness.
Okay.
And it's got a Bailey's Irish cream glaze on it. And it started with a cake mix.
Okay.
So a lot of times you just take your cake mix and you doctor it up.
Nice.
It's got the stout, the Guinness stout in it, and eggs, and then you just bake it. And then you take your Bailey's Irish buttercream and a little bit of powdered sugar, and you just kind of make your glaze for it.
Wow.
And then you just want to put it on your cake. And so just follow the directions. One hint I will give you about whenever you make a Bundt cake is to always let it cool a little while in the pan, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
You don't want to let it cool completely in the pan because it could start sticking
Okay.
when you flip it out.
Okay.
When you flip it out, if it messes up, well then put it in a bowl and put frosting on it.
There you go.
Do something else with it.
So you can always cover it up if you mess up.
But the thing about it is when you do cook alcohol, the alcohol itself will cook out of it. It just gives it that added layer of flavor to it. So it's not like you're going to take a bite of this and think, oh, that tastes like beer. And I don't know a whole lot about beers and the differences, but it's like stout, lagers, all of this craft beer. So there's all kinds of different things, maybe your favorite flavor.
So how long is the process from cooking it to plating it to decorating, you would think, for this one?
Maybe an hour, a little over an hour, because it takes about like 35 minutes to cook. You have to make it cook, let it cool, and make up your frosting. So a little over an hour.
Not bad.
And the thing about this one, I have froze this one before. It's just make the cake up. Do not put the glaze on it. Put the cake in the freezer, wrap it in 2 or 3 layers of plastic wrap.
That's a good tip.
Freeze it, set it on your counter, let it thaw a couple hours, then make your glaze and put on it. That gives that little bit of a fresh taste. So if you're a little bit behind.
Okay, so what about these two right here that we've got?
This is a whiskey Bundt cake or coffee cake, and this one is made from scratch with all your flour, baking soda, and things like that. It does have a little bit of whiskey in it, like 4 tablespoons in the whole cake, so that's not really a whole lot. But it just does give it that little bit of flavor. You might like it almost like a coffee cake with your
with your coffee
and not have anything. Now a lot of people, like my husband, thinks the sweeter the better. So you can always put just a little bit of powdered sugar on it, kind of decorate it up. I prefer it without the powdered sugar. I like just the flavor of it. This one does have some walnuts in it. If you're not a big fan of walnuts,
you can take them out, put them in.
Maybe put pecans in it. So a lot of my recipes, I always say, make it as I have done. And then if you don't like it, and this also has some cinnamon in it. I'm not a real big overly cinnamon person. If you like more, you could add more to it.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much as always. Thank you so much for coming in. And we can find more of your recipes on our website. That's at WDEF.com and myhomeandtravels.com. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm excited. I'm going to try some of these during the break.
I'm going to give you some.
Thank you. We'll be back with more News 12 Now this morning after this.